Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gaby U Show. I am your host, Gaby Udabor. So today I have Sue McPherson. And before we get into the show, I'm going to introduce her. I'm going to tell you a little story of her. So, Sue, she has been a very successful personal banking financial planner for over 35 years, meeting with clients and discussing their financial goals, helping them create a financial plan to support them to reach their goals so that when they retire, they are in good position to enjoy life the way it needs to be. So in 2006, her husband at 47 was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and she was diagnosed with that same year with thyroid cancer. She survived and he did not. She never imagined being a widow at 47 with two little girls. Then one was 6 and then one was 12. To get back to work as a financial planner was not going to be easy. Because so she also dealt with having severe menopause, headaches, and her thyroid was always out of balance. So she found yoga really helped her to be aware of her health and her feelings. In 2014, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had to leave the career and go on disability. And through yoga, she found that it was a natural way to ease the mind, and then found pure essential oils to heal her body. She was on several prescribed drugs and pills that's causing her to have a lot of side effects. And slowly, with the blessing of her doctor, she was able to replace most of these drugs with essential oils. She has taken that knowledge and expertise and have applied it to empowering families with natural medicines and solutions, strongly advocating for the use of safe, effective, and affordable products with no side effects or addiction. She has also obtained the Canadian rights to sell four of the most trusted essential oil resource books and another one coming in 2021. Through her success, she is now able to proudly teach other holistic practitioners to do the same. She's also helping women, with the holistic practitioner to expand their purpose, their passion, and profit through essential oils, supplements, and natural solutions that complement what they are already doing. She also provides them with an additional income stream to keep their business healthy with revenue even during unpredictable events. She never thought in a million years she will be in this field, and she's loving every minute of it. She's helping others with health challenges and supporting health practitioners, which is truly what is in her heart. And she knows she lives that lives will be saved and lifestyle will prosper. That is Sue for you. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you for having me, Gabby.
Yes. So, Sue, before we go deep into our talk today, I want to do some questions. I'm going to ask you some questions here. We call the icebreaker questions.
Mhm.
So, for me, I love food, I love cooking, all that stuff. So, I decided I need to be asking my guests, what is your favorite food? So, what is your favorite food?
My absolute favorite food, strawberries.
Which one?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. Oh, somebody has fruits today. I've had the other guests. It's like some of them complicated with some, oh, strawberries. I love strawberries. Do you have anything you eat it with or just the strawberries like that?
Oh, a little bit of yogurt or
Okay.
chocolate. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I love strawberries. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good juicy fruit and it's
Yeah.
healthy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite quotes? I
My
love
very,
quotes. They
very
are so
favorite
good.
is from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
And um, his quote is always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think, and love
Oh,
more than you know.
oh my. That is a lovely one from Winnie the Pooh. I know I've
Yep.
heard that quote, but I didn't link it to Winnie the Pooh.
it just is, yeah, it talks to me every day.
Yes, that's a very good one. I need to steal that one and put somewhere to remember. Add it to
Yep.
my other notes.
I'll send it.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Okay. So I want you, Sue, to share with me the key things that has shaped you to be the woman you are today. Share with me your struggles, your victories. Is it from health? Is it from business, faith? What do you? What are those key things that you feel like have shaped you to be this woman you are today?
I think everything that we do in our lives shape us.
Mm-hmm.
From our childhood to getting married, choosing a career. For me, it was definitely getting married,
Mm-hmm.
becoming a mom.
Yeah.
Um, Becoming a mom wasn't as easy as it seemed. Um, we ended up adopting both of our girls,
Mm-hmm.
and becoming a widow also shaped me.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
at the time, I didn't know um, how I was going to go forward.
Mm.
Um, and I was very lucky that my husband and I had a little bit of time to talk about it.
Yes.
And I think, the education that I've gotten throughout my life has really shaped me.
Mm.
Um, Cancer has really shaped me.
Yeah, that's a
It's
big one. Mm.
not only with my husband going through cancer and then myself, it's really made me want to share my journey with people, and help them. Um, and then the sort of the last thing was um, this light that went on,
Mm.
and I said, "Oh my God, cancer can be prevented." Our
Yep.
health and our lifestyle
Mm-hmm.
is so wrapped up in the go, 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 and get to this level, get to the next level. We don't take enough time to
Mm.
look at our health.
Yes. Absolutely. Wow. That is powerful.
Yeah.
Wow. So, how would you say, you know, I mean, like, you became a widow at 47 and you never got married. Yeah. Did you ever get married again or?
No, no.
Okay. Okay. So, how would you say your kids, did you get any help with them? Were family members? How did you have to cope with all that?
Well, about 6 months
Mm.
after my husband passed away, I had to get back to work. And I really never thought about a nanny or
Mhm.
anything to help me around the house. I just went one day at a time.
Mhm.
And, I had daycare for my younger one, and my older one was of the age where she could
Yes.
look after herself.
Yes.
But it was hard. It was
Mm.
hard because, you want to be involved in their lives.
Mm.
And going into teenage years,
Yes.
um, there's so many unknowns. And we had some help with psychiatrists
Yeah.
and counselors, but yeah, it's just, you put one foot in front of the other. And
Yes.
I was working with a very, very good company here
Mm.
in Vancouver, one of the biggest banks, and they were very supportive.
Yeah.
Knew my situation and accommodated me in any way that they could.
Mm.
So I had my employer behind me, I had my family behind me, uh,
Yes.
and yeah, you just end up doing it.
Yes. One day at a time.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm. And I know when you look back now, you'll be like, wow, how did I even go through that? Now it's all a story, you
yeah,
know. Mm.
yeah,
Which now you're sharing with, the world, telling us and help that woman that is listening today that it's still possible. You can still have a life even with all this happening, because that is really big that, both of you, you had that kind of illness and, lost a husband and then have little kids. And there are so many women out there that's probably having something similar like this and struggling and feeling that they will not be able to make it. But,
Yeah.
your story said that's it's possible to
It
still
is
live the life, a life that is fulfilling. Yeah.
very fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
And I think uh, one of the biggest and best things I did, well, two of the best things, um, was having a yoga practice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really helped me focus on my body,
Yeah.
an hour of my time, where nothing else entered into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what helped me diagnose my breast cancer.
Mm.
I knew in my body something was wrong.
Yes.
And when I went to the doctor and said, something's changed,
Yes.
she just went, oh, I don't think so. And then she saw me and she says, I think it's fine. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
fine. And, I think even though those hard times that you go through, they um, they can bring you a ray of sunshine.
Yes.
And that, I'm grateful.
Mm.
I'm grateful for the yoga. Now that I have found essential oils,
Yes.
grateful to the cancer.
Mm.
Grateful that I was able to really, really take a good look at my health
Yes.
and health of my family
Mm-hmm.
to say, wait, there's something in these oils
Yes.
to live better and cleaner.
Mm.
And I could live on less
Yes.
because I wasn't buying those over the counter
Mm-hmm.
medicines
Yes.
that really just put a band aid on things.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
The same with antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of put a band aid on things and they don't really treat the root cause.
Yes.
So I think I've learned more in the last 14 years
Yes.
than I have ever learned in my entire life.
Mm.
And, it's as you get older, I'm 61.
Oh
And as you
wow.
get older,
Look at it.
the brain just doesn't function the same.
Yes.
But, I look at where I was 5 years ago.
Mm.
I was on a cancer therapy drug for 5 years, and it just about did me in.
Mm. Those are
And
strong medicines.
very, very strong. And I just came off of it in January and still doing everything that I have done, taking
Yes.
everything that I did, and having the same lifestyle. My whole self is just so much healthier.
Yes.
My brain, my skin, my fingernails. I mean, I've
Mm-hmm.
never had 10 fingernails that grow themselves.
Oh wow.
So, how healthy you are by your skin,
Mm-hmm.
your fingernails, your hair, because it's all wrapped up into this gut area.
Yes.
If your gut is healthy, everything
Everything
else.
is oh girl, you just speaking my language now. I am all about gut health.
Oh my
Disease
God.
begins in the guts. That's all I was preaching about. Like,
Well,
yes.
you say your
Mhm.
gut is your second brain.
It is. You
It
know,
is.
when and people say, they say, oh, I have this gut. See, here we go. If your gut is not healthy, your whole body is not.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, it's just I'm grateful every day.
Yes.
The bad stuff, it's gone. Uh,
Mm. And the
And
thing is that you find out you can, this thing that happened to you, it's kind of, there's something in your story that I can relate to, because, you had cancer twice. I mean, twice. Those are big cancers. And so after your thyroid cancer, you kind of living more healthy, and that was able to help you to now know when something was going wrong. So
yeah,
somehow, there's, I know it's like you having a thyroid cancer is a bad thing, but that has kind of saved your life, because that had made you to discover the things that is now making you as you are aging towards these years. Because if maybe that didn't happen, you would just be living your life, and bam, maybe you would have had more than two cancers, and you would not have been able to, um, you know, get yourself, you could have been maybe other things happening, and just,
yeah.
so somehow it was like, it was a good thing that happened. Because
That's
for
why
me, yeah,
I,
that was the
yeah,
thing that led me into functional medicine, because I had multiple GI problems, but one of them that got me so frustrated was, I don't know if you know, they call what they call H. pylori. H. pylori is a bacterial infection that affects the gut, the GI system. So I dealt with that, and normally, according to the literature, if you prescribe antibiotics, there is a 96% chance that you will get healed from it. But for some reason, that didn't work for me. Okay, I've used all types of antibiotics that messed up my gut. And
yeah,
so sometimes so now I'm kind of thankful that that happened, that I didn't get healed from that. Okay, why I'm saying that, because I wouldn't have found functional medicine, because that was one thing that pushed me, that I was so angry that I don't want to do any more antibiotics. My body was tired. And that's how I found functional medicine. And through that, I found that I had other issues. I had autoimmune disease too, I had, thyroid problem, and many other things that none of my providers were ever asked me or dealt with. And so over this time now, I am now able to help myself, help my family, help people around me. And even though if something is happening that is changing, I am able to detect it quickly. I am not scared, because I know I have the tools. And
yeah,
so somehow I'm happy that, because if I had healed from those antibiotics taken when the H. pylori happened, when I took the, I wouldn't have, I'll be like, okay, I'm fine. I wouldn't have been moved to go find an alternative. So there's, it just, so that's what I'll just kind of put in your story, that happened, but it's kind of like preparing you for other things to come, and you are able to handle it better,
yeah,
because really what you went through, that can really mess up the body big time. Yeah.
it does. It does. And I was often a vitamin taker
Mm-hmm.
because people said to take your vitamins,
Yeah.
but I never felt any benefit from them.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started looking at the science behind supplements, the science
Mm.
behind natural remedies,
Yes.
um, I started looking at labels.
Yes.
You look at labels, and if I can read and understand everything on a
Yeah.
label, it's okay.
Yes.
So, I started taking the whole food supplements
Mm-hmm.
that Tara makes, and that brought me out of my what I call sort of my cocoon.
Yes.
After the breast cancer, I was in a cocoon, and I could not get out of that.
Mm.
I went to my doctors and I said, I'm not getting my energy back.
Yes.
I said, "Oh, you've been through so much. Give yourself some time." And I said, it doesn't, I know I can feel better.
Yes.
And so I got on these vitamins. And it's basic nutrition.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
I don't get the proper nutrition from the food I eat.
Yes.
I'd have to spend $900 a week on
Mm-hmm.
grocery,
Mm-hmm.
organic food,
Yeah.
and or I can take these whole food supplements So that's my foundation.
Yes.
And then I layer onto that the other remedies that I have for
Mm-hmm.
sort of everyday health issues.
Yes.
And also, I'm very big on preventing. Um,
Yes.
I haven't had a cold in 3 or 4 years,
Yeah. Wow. That's great.
and that's with a suppressed immune
Mm-hmm.
system.
Yes.
I know they work. I mean, there's so many stories out there.
Mm.
But for me, the brain fog, the joint pain, the anxiety, the digestive
Yes.
issues, trying to remember everything
Mm-hmm.
was very, very difficult. And I wouldn't be here talking to you today
Yeah.
if I hadn't made some really, really big changes.
Yes. Wow.
And it's alarming to me how many people don't know or don't trust what has been around for years
Yeah.
to
They were.
heal
Yeah.
themselves.
And
Our
that's.
bodies, our
Mm-hmm.
bodies very naturally want to heal themselves.
Yes. If you give them the right thing, it can
That's
heal.
the right thing. But
Mm-hmm.
if you give them a Tylenol, the Tylenol and your body don't know how to react,
Yeah. I
right?
mean, mask it and then back. You are not treating the root cause, which is one of the things of my practice is that we are digging into the root. What
Yeah,
is going on? The sleep, the food, your stress, your trauma. We got to deal with all that
yeah.
too. Yep.
Oh, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. And
Mm-hmm. It's
you
like
know,
going back to the basis. How did they used to do it before? Let's get back to the level again.
I know, I know. Like it's so
Because
simple.
yeah, because the thing is that and that's the thing I always try to clarify with people that the Western medicine has its place. It's very,
Absolutely.
but we have some gaps, we have some holes that it has put that we need all this other alternative way of medicine to help it through. Of
Yeah,
course, if you have a heart attack, you need surgery, I need to use Western medicine. But the thing is that what happens after that? What are we going to do after that? Or what would we have done to have prevented them from going through that? So, this is
exactly.
where people have to look at it and understand because it's like, no, I'm not against it because I mean, that's the way I trained originally, but we have to look at all the alternative methods. And this is one thing I try to empower my clients about this. I say, this is some of the things I'm telling you. Your traditional doctor or your conventional doctor will not agree with you, but I would give them the things that you need to know why we're doing this, why I'm doing it. And I said, don't blame them because they didn't teach them in school. They didn't teach us in school the conventional medicine some of these things, and you sometimes the patient or the client have to educate your doctor about this, and they have the power to go research them and see that these things actually work. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that is great. Wow. So what can you tell me that as this woman living and thriving today, what would you say you are most proud of? If I wake you in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, Sue, what are you proud of?" What
Uh,
first comes to your mind?
definitely my two girls. Um, they went through this right along with me. Uh,
Mm,
it was a very hard time when their dad passed away.
yes.
And then having to go through this and be my caretaker
Mm,
while I was going through the surgeries and everything. They grew and they grew with me, and
mm,
they have been so supportive and just been there the whole time. So my girls,
yes.
sure. And I would have to say I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
Getting through the mess,
Mm. That's a
the,
big one.
the mess.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I've got so much to share.
Mm.
Uh, these oils, they just work so quickly. You imagine You take a pill and you wait and wait and wait for it to
Mm.
work. Well, within 20 seconds, the essential oils
Mm-hmm.
busted through the brain barrier.
Yes.
2 minutes, they're into your bloodstream.
Wow.
In 20 minutes, they're touching every cell of your body.
Mm-hmm.
And because our bodies are cellular
Yes.
and plants are cellular, lavender's from a
Yeah.
plant. So it works,
Yes.
you
It
know,
goes very easy.
like it's,
Mm-hmm. And the body doesn't look at it like, "Ooh, what is that?"
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I've been very fortunate to, one, I've had the time
Mm.
to really research it, look at the studies on
Yes.
PubMed. There's all sorts out there,
Yeah.
and to help so many. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they won't have to go through a horrible disease.
Yes.
Maybe they can have more time with their family. Maybe they can
Yes.
have less sick days.
Yeah.
Um, and which means quality of life.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely. I'm big on
what I
that
really
because we have
want.
a lot of people, when you talk quality of life, a lot of people are living longer, because of the advanced technology. But the question is it a quality life? You know,
Right.
that's where we
Yeah.
have to look at. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow.
If I can prevent myself from
Mm.
getting dementia, that's an ugly, ugly disease.
Yes.
And, I know the oils that I need to use. So I use those every day.
Yes.
I have no signs of it,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just in my everyday
Yeah.
protocol.
It
That,
doesn't. You don't have to go because the things I've heard with some of my patients or my clients and say, "Oh yeah, this happened to my dad, happened to my mom, so I know it's going to happen to me." Yes, you do maybe have the gene, but it can be changed.
yeah,
You don't have to activate that gene.
yeah. Our cells are
Mhm.
amazing,
Mhm.
amazing things.
Yeah.
And they want to be healthy.
Yes.
And they try every day by, um, fighting,
Mhm.
the radicals that are out there. But we're
Yes.
bombarded every day through our computers, through our
Mm.
Wi-Fi, um, through, I mean, can you imagine what is the most polluted place in the world?
Hmm. I
What
don't
do you
know.
think?
I'm thinking everywhere. I can't even.
In most of our homes,
Mm-hmm.
that
Oh
is the
yes.
polluted place
Mm.
because we use these cleaners that are full of toxic
Mm-hmm.
materials. Fragrance. Fragrance
Yes.
is the biggest disruptor of hormones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So anything that is synthetic is interrupting our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't put a label on it. It's dangerous, but people still use it.
And if they put labels, it's stuff you don't even understand. If you
Right.
don't really pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when it's becoming a lot of stuff to read, then you're like, huh, okay. You know, you should be paying attention. Yeah.
And
So
then they just,
what? Yeah. Okay. So what would you say will be one thing as we're rounding up, what is some encouraging words you could give this listener today? That's, just some encouraging words. What would you tell them?
I just want to say, you can do it, and reach out to somebody that's positive in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out to Gabby, reach out to myself. Um, we're not, we can't, life is about choices. And
Yes.
um, I could have chosen to just roll over and do nothing,
Yes.
but I wasn't in a position to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it would have been very selfish of me to do that.
Those
Because
two little girls looking at you.
I know, yeah,
Two
yeah.
little people here.
you know, I say, take a good look at your lifestyle. Look at what you're eating. Look at what you're putting in
Mm-hmm.
and around your body. Um, do some exercise, whether it's a walk around the block,
Yes.
do it. We're becoming more sedentary because a lot of us are working from home.
Yes.
We're sitting in a chair. So, put on some music.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Music
yeah.
is so, but, just learn to, if you start getting stuck, pivot. And I say pivot because it's a conscious way that you can change up what you're thinking
Mm-hmm.
and learn something new,
Yes.
try something different,
Mm-hmm.
and never give up,
Yes. Wow. Powerful.
right?
Mm-hmm. Don't ever give up as long as you're living in this world. Where
Yep.
there is life, there is hope.
That,
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is awesome.
yeah.
So, Sue, do you have any thing that you want to offer our listeners today? Like, do you have freebies? Mm,
One of my businesses is uh, essential oil resource books.
okay.
I've got four of them, and you can get them through
Okay.
essentialoilmagic.ca. And if you're out of the country, you can give me a call. And I'm offering 20% off until the end of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, how can they connect with you? Where, if anybody want to go, do you have any of your social media handles they can connect with you?
Yeah, I'm on Essential Oil Sue underscore between the words and Essential Oil Magic on Facebook.
Okay. All right. So all these resources, all these things we just discussed, I will have it on the show notes on the podcast and also on the description page on YouTube. All right. So this rounds our episode for today. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you, Sue, for coming
Thanks
by.
for having me, Gabby.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.